Was I supposed to call you?
I don't remember.
Okay.
So no big deal.
No, that's fine.
I think we're good.
Two people don't remember.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Somebody brought a bug in.
Yeah.
It's gonna bug me.
Gnats flying around.
PH is growth hall.
All right, I'm out of it.
Yep, now it goes to Jules.
Do you have those,
6.5.
those plug-in things into your outlet?
7. No, thank you.
I was gonna say.
On Vivo or anything?
You can have. Okay.
I'll wait till you come with the gold plate and
Pick that one up.
Sister came over to the house and she's like, "What is that?"
Or just let it go gray. I love these. Those are my favorite.
Ask everybody to please stand and join in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God,
Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. If you could please remain standing for a moment of silence for those serving overseas for our country, those serving here at home, for our residents here in the city of Hazelwood, and most importantly, our staff and employees here at City Hall, and any of us who lost a friend or a loved one, let's please remember them. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, we'll have roll call.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Ms. Hatton?
Here.
Mr. Hoops?
Here.
Mr. McGee?
Here.
Mrs. Henderson?
Here.
Mr. Foley?
Here.
Mayor Robinson?
Here.
Ms. Matlock?
Here.
Mrs. Simpson?
Here.
A quorum is present.
Thank you. At this time, we'll have amendment or adoption of the agenda as printed.
To adopt.
Second.
There's been a motion or a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we have the consent agenda, approval of the consent agenda. Is there any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would like to add to the consent agenda, to add a session under the executive session to discuss a personnel matter.
Second it.
Got a motion and a second.
Could I ask that the maker of the motion include a consultation with council?
Yes, sir.
610-021 should be 610-021, not 12.
Question? And that's for consultation with council? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And permission from the chair to be recognized. I'd like to make a motion to add to the closed session personnel this evening.
First of all, there's already a motion on the floor and a
Different
second.
different personnel. I didn't know if it needs to be more than,
It's under one personnel.
okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect.
And I believe there's already a person that's been added. There's been a motion. Personnel and consultation of attorney.
Okay, all right,
That's not to be approved.
okay, okay.
So there's been a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Next, we move on to special.
I need a motion to.
Oh, I'm sorry, we do have to we just amended it. We need to finalize it with a roll call vote. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as amended, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
And a motion and a second. This is a roll call vote, please.
Mr.
Apologize.
Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Next, we have special order of business, Employees Service Awards. Tabitha Grothoff, 5 years.
No, you're. Tabitha Grotoff has proudly served the city of Hazelwood for the past 5 years and brings nearly 10 years of municipal court experience to her role. She joined the city in June of 2021 as a deputy court clerk and was promoted to court administrator in May of 2024. As court administrator, Tabitha oversees the daily operations of the municipal court, supervises court staff, and serves as a primary point of contact for attorneys, defendants, and the public. Her dedication, professionalism, and attention to detail help ensure the efficient administration of the city's municipal court. Tabitha enjoys the work she does and values the relationships she has built with her coworkers. Outside of work, she enjoys spending time with her family and friends. Congratulations on 5 years with the city of Hazelwood. Randy began his career with the city of Hazelwood as a maintenance worker in the Public Works Department on July 10th, 2006. In May of 2015, Randy graduated from the St. Louis County Fire Academy and in 2017 earned his paramedic license. While working full-time for the city of Hazelwood, Randy also served part-time as a paramedic with the St. Charles County Ambulance District. On December 9th, 2018, Randy became a firefighter paramedic with the Hazelwood Fire Department. Throughout his career with the department, Randy has served as a shop steward and currently serves as an acting captain and frontline engineer driving one of the department's fire engines. Randy resides in O'Fallon, Missouri with his wife Chrissy and their daughter Autumn. In his spare time, he enjoys hunting, golfing, and fishing. On behalf of the Hazelwood Fire Department and the city of Hazelwood, congratulations, Randy, on 20 years of dedicated service. Thank you for your commitment, professionalism, and the many contributions you have made to the department and the community. We wish you continued success in the years ahead.
Firefighters. You're gonna have to. They didn't ask you if you wanted to. They're telling you you have to.
We're good. It's right there. We'll crouch out. It don't bother me. I'll scoot this back.
Can you get back far enough?
Which one's Randy?
Get that coat off.
We have a proclamation next. Police Captain Norman Mars, retirement proclamation.
Proclamation 2611, whereas Captain Norman Mars began his career with the Hazelwood Police Department in April 1995 as a telecommunicator, and after graduating from the Eastern Missouri Police Academy in December 1998, was sworn in as a police officer, beginning a distinguished career of public service. And whereas early in his law enforcement career, Captain Mars demonstrated exceptional courage, receiving special recognition in 2001 for recovering a firearm and apprehending an armed suspect, and the Heroism Award in 2002 for safely disarming a distraught individual during a life-threatening incident. And whereas throughout his career, Captain Mars served in numerous specialized assignments, including the traffic management team, field training officer, impaired driver detection instructor, accident investigator and reconstructionist, and police motorcycle unit. And whereas Captain Mars advanced through the ranks, serving as sergeant over the neighborhood patrol, traffic management, and criminal investigation teams before his promotion to lieutenant in 2020, and ultimately retiring as captain while serving as deputy commander of the Greater St. Louis Major Case Squad. And whereas Captain Mars further distinguished himself through regional leadership roles and professional development, while serving with the Greater St. Louis Traffic Safety Council and Police Motor Unit, while completing the Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command with the FBI LEEDA Leadership Trilogy. And whereas, after 30 years of faithful service, Captain Mars leaves a lasting legacy of leadership, professionalism, and unwavering commitment to the Hazelwood Police Department and the citizens of Hazelwood. Now, therefore, the Council of the City of Hazelwood, Missouri, does hereby recognize and honor Captain Norman Mars for his outstanding career in law enforcement, expresses its sincere gratitude for his 30 years of dedicated service to the City of Hazelwood, and wishes him continued happiness and success in all his future endeavors.
I need to add one thing. Captain Mars is actually temporarily, he is our current part-time grant specialist. I convinced him to stay on just a little bit longer.
Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you so much for your service. And thanks for staying on.
Motion to adopt, it just needs to
Second.
be seconded.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to adopt the proclamation as read. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the ayes have it. Next, we have the Hazelwood's 50th year anniversary proclamation.
Can that be all you nuts?
I was just gonna say, and gentleman.
Matt?
Ready? Proclamation 2612, whereas the Hazelnuts are a valued organization of active senior residents who have long enriched the Hazelwood community through fellowship, volunteerism, and civic engagement. And whereas since 1976, the Hazelnuts have met monthly, providing opportunities for friendship, recreation, and social connection for Hazelwood's senior citizens. And whereas the Hazelnuts have worked in partnership with the city's Parks and Recreation Division to enhance the quality of life for seniors and promote opportunities for healthy, active living. And whereas through their meetings, programs, and activities, the Hazelnuts provide meaningful social and recreational experiences that foster wellness, companionship, and community involvement. And whereas the members of the Hazelnuts generously volunteer their time and talents in support of city events and contribute countless hours of service that strengthen our community. And whereas the Hazelnuts proudly celebrate their 50th anniversary, recognizing 5 decades of friendship, service, and dedication to the residents of Hazelwood. Now, therefore, the Council of the City of Hazelwood, Missouri, does hereby congratulate the Hazelnuts on their 50th anniversary and calls upon all citizens in the City of Hazelwood to support the works of this organization, whose members provide meaningful service to our families and community.
Can I come?
No.
Sure. Absolutely.
The mayor didn't call them Hazelwood's nuts this time.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Been a motion,
Second.
been a motion and a second to adopt the proclamation.
Thank you. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him say that.
Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, ayes have it. Thank you.
Side beneficial to me. Just kidding. No. Yeah, this one does not work, so.
Next, we have citizens' comments and discussion, which will be heard at this time, subject to the established rules and decorum, and shall be limited to a total of 15 minutes, which each speaker limited to a total of 3 minutes, which may be increased by discretion of the chair or by a motion approved by a majority of the council members present at the meeting. Is there anybody from the audience who would like to come up and speak at this time? Yes, sir.
Alan Orban, 1112 Woodcrest. Wanted to get an idea of what's on the books, what's being proposed to be on the books when it comes to the city and data centers, as far as light pollution, noise pollution, utility controls for the community, protecting the residents, as far as rates increases on utilities and things being proposed. We're hearing rumors that there are some data centers that are looking at land in Hazelwood, and wanted to find out what the city is doing preemptively to try and get a handle on what may be coming that other cities have run into, and what we can do going forward to protect the community. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Chris Norman, Chief Financial Officer for the Hazelwood School District, and I'm here this evening to provide the council and the community with some information regarding Proposition H that we have on the ballot on August 4th. I just thought I'd take a few minutes to go through some important questions that we hear. So first, what is Prop H, and why is the district asking voters to consider it in August? This Proposition H is different from 2022, which was a bond issue for capital projects. The 2026 Prop H is a zero rate change levy transfer that would allow the district to transfer part of its levy from debt service to operating funds. The operating funds pay for supplies, equipment, and most importantly, salaries. The district has placed Prop H on the ballot primarily due to a significant loss in state funding and the reality that this funding loss is likely to continue for the foreseeable future. For those who don't know, what exactly is a levy transfer? Well, the district's total tax rate is made up of two parts, the operating rate and the debt service rate. A levy transfer allows the district to transfer a portion of the debt service rate to the operating rate. Since Prop H would just transfer a portion of the rate, in this case 30 cents, the total tax rate is the same, which is why we are able to say this is a zero rate change proposition. If you think of it like a pie, imagine there are 8 pieces of pie and you put 5 on one table and 3 on the other, and then you just decide to take 1 from the first and put it on the second. You still have 8 pieces of pie. We have not increased the pie, just like this will not increase the tax rate. What challenges could the district face because of the funding reductions? Well, the reality of the situation is that the state of Missouri did not fully fund education this past school year, and Hazelwood lost over $4 million in state funding. In addition, the senior property tax freeze that went into effect last year, while we understand it was good for many people, it cost the district nearly another $1 million. Those losses will continue this year, probably longer, and may get worse at the state level. So unfortunately, it's not a matter of challenges the district could face. The challenges are already here. We are proactively looking at options for reducing expenses without impacting students, the classroom, or programs important to the students and the community. However, if Prop H does not pass, we will have to look at major reductions to balance the budget. Most importantly, will my taxes go up because of Prop H? Simply put, no, they will not. It is a zero rate change proposition. So the key takeaway we have is that Prop H is a way for the district to maintain academics and programs important to students and families without raising taxes. I brought a little FAQ pamphlet that I will leave with your communications, and will also mention that our district website, hazelwoodschools.org, has a page dedicated to this information. Thank you very much for the opportunity to inform.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Is there anybody else from the audience who would like to come up and speak at this time? Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Council and Mayor. I am speaking tonight regarding the July 1st discussion regarding the city clerk's position, compensation, and evaluation process, of which I watched online. As a former member of the council, I was concerned and embarrassed that a discussion about updating a job description evolved into a public debate about the compensation, evaluation, and oversight, and the employee's overall value to the city. These personnel matters should be handled professionally in a closed session. We don't publicly discuss these issues for other employees, and our city clerk should be no exception. It is embarrassing that a long-serving employee was subjected to such scrutiny in the public, rather than being afforded the respect and professionalism she deserves. I want to recognize you, Julie. During my time on the council, I came to appreciate your professionalism, knowledge, and commitment to Hazelwood. You are one of the city's greatest assets and deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. This next part is mostly for the mayor. The July 1st discussion regarding the city clerk is an example of a larger concern. Leadership is more than running a meeting. It's about treating people with respect, handling sensitive matters appropriately, and bringing people together to serve the community. One of the reasons I chose not to seek re-election was an ongoing division and infighting that hindered progress for our residents. Unfortunately, that culture remains today. Counseling was previously attempted without meaningful results, and I do not believe additional taxpayer money should be spent on it again. The solution is simple: focus on respect, professionalism, and working together to serve our residents. I have been troubled by the mayor's treatment of female council members, city employees, and residents for quite some time. Disagreement is expected in public service, but repeated disrespect, dismissiveness, and condescending are not only unacceptable, but quite frankly disgusting. They undermine the integrity of local leadership. Too often, concerns are not addressed based on merit, facts, or what is best for the community, but instead on a pick and choose approach that appears to depend on personal preference, dislike for an individual, or lack of proper leadership. That is not fairness, that is not accountability, and that is not the standard residents deserve from anyone entrusted with the public office. As elected officials, you have a responsibility to listen respectfully, act consistently, and lead in a way that serves the entire community, not selectively, not personally, and not based on who someone does or does not like. Mayor, as your term comes to a close, I encourage you to reflect on the impact your leadership has had on the council, the city employees, and our community. After more than 30 years of service as a council member and mayor, I believe it's time for a new chapter in Hazelwood's leadership. For the benefit of the council, city staff, and residents, I respectfully suggest that your long tenure in the elected office come to an end and that you not seek re-election. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Is there anybody else from the audience who would like to come up and speak at this time?
Okay, I just want to address And I live in Ambridge Senior Apartments.
State your name for the record.
Oh, I'm sorry, Karen Eberson. And we're just having so many things just going on. First, the what's that, Republican? Is that the trash people? They just emptied the trash the other day, and they just left the trash cans. They didn't put them back in the bin because it's like a lock where you lock. You put the trash cans in and you lock. They just left them out, and it just looks bad when you're driving down the street with the, you know, the doors and stuff open and the trash, everything, and they just, and then one day they emptied the trash and they had the trash cans like where the lid is back to back where you couldn't even put your trash in there because they had the lids like facing each other. Okay, and another thing is that traffic light right there by Dunn Road and Howder Shell by Tony's Donuts, they need to do something about that light because it changes so quick, very quick. Okay, and right there on Dunn Road and 270 where the Enterprise Leasing, it's a black couch right there on the side of the road. And the yield sign right there too, that's knocked down. So they need to put the yield sign back up. And this is the last thing. As far as our apartments, we just having so much things going wrong. Or the residents' carpet is buckling. You know, the paint is coming off our cabinets. Half the time the office is not open. No one answers the phone. And then they told this one lady that she's blind. In order for them to fix her carpet, she would have to move her furniture. So it just so happened she was getting some new furniture in her bedroom, so that's why she was able to get the work done, because they said they had to stretch her carpet. So why should we have to move our furniture to get our carpet or whatever done is fixed? And then as far as the cameras, they don't look on the cameras. I don't even think the cameras are even working. A girl had her car broken in twice, and they never got back with her about with the cameras or anything. So that's all.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else that'd like to speak under citizens' comments? Yes, sir. I think. There you go.
I'm Quentin Spurlock. I don't got a lot to say today. I do want to say separately, I did get pulled over on my way over here, and the cop took 30 minutes to write me a seatbelt ticket, dude. Like, something got to be done about that. He literally took, I don't know this dude, these new cops we over here hiring, it took him 30 minutes to write me a seatbelt ticket, my man. Like, that's a little outrageous, and he didn't search me or nothing. Shouldn't have took that long, but that's separate. Other than that, I do want to say I've been to a couple events, and I do got to say that we got some older people that are doing a good job, and I do appreciate it, because I got to give credit where credit's due. But I do agree with the other lady. That's one thing that I was going to say today is I'm not so happy with our mayor. Like, other people are doing a good job, but I agree with her on that situation. Like, I hope that, like, other people agree with that, and that does happen, that we do have better, things going on. The other thing I want to say, two more things is, one is I've asked, like, to compare our municipality to other municipalities. I don't know if that's been done, financially. Like, if you have who are we role modeling ourselves after? Like, is there a municipality that we're like, hey, Kirkwood's doing a banger job, let's see what they got going on? Is there anybody that we're modeling ourselves after? And I say that also because, like I said, the budget, when I looked at the budget, like I said, I've literally compared our budget to other people's budgets. And if you do literally, it's public records. If you look at our budget compared to, especially now that we're going to the deficit over the next couple of years, it wouldn't take as much as we're spending on administrative, if we don't have nobody to go over that and do better with that, that's crazy. And the other thing about that, like I say, like as far as not just financials, but I keep bringing up Delwood and what they're doing. Like, I don't know if anybody else is seeing, like they're having lock-ins, he's having the gym open, he's making it free. I don't know how he's getting all this stuff done over there, but that's why I'm telling you, like, what are we doing here to mimic what he built a skating rink? He's throwing crazy events for those kids out there. Like, I'm almost looking to buy a rental property out there so I can be involved in what they got going on. Like, they kicking it, you know what I'm saying? They're about to build a football field. They're about to do some stuff out there. I don't know how they got all that funding. I'm doing a little bit of research on that, but like I said, every time I come up here, I never see anything about us getting any funding for the kids, us getting a big old grant so we can redo one of these civic centers. Like I said, we're gonna get the floors done, but the lights aren't getting redone, nothing. The hoops still weren't able to lower for the little kids, even though it's able to lower at Civic Center East, which is an older gym than that one. So, like, it's just those simple things. So, like, if we're not modeling ourselves after somebody else, I don't get how we're planning to, you know, move forward and do that, especially since we don't even got a, you know, city manager still. So those are just some things. So, but people are doing a good job. I do got to say that you guys are doing a good job. I'm starting to see flyers. I'm starting to see more stuff up. So I do appreciate that. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I'm Ron Simpson. I reside at 8421 Jacqueline Avenue. I rise to speak on the two issues that are on the ballot, 4 and 5, Prop 4 and 5. And I ask everyone to please pay attention to those because if you vote yes on 5 and you get rid of income taxes, the gentleman just talked about how the schools are suffering, et cetera. They've already lied to us in the past about more money coming from the gambling and the river boats to go to the schools, but they don't happen to reach schools in the St. Louis area. They might be going out to other areas. And like I say, if you get rid of the income tax, a lot of things are gonna go down. And when they do that, it's written right in there that it allows them to raise taxes on other things, goods and services. People coming to your house to repair your stoves and washers and refrigerators, that'll be taxed. Because they're gonna have to make up the money from somewhere. That's just the way it is. And so don't be fooled by the deceptive advertising. We've seen it before. Even in the way they allow them to write stuff up on the ballot, a yes vote sometime is a no vote, and a no vote sometime is a yes vote. So they're real tricky. And that Prop 4 especially, right now, you know, when you can get a petition signed to get something put on the ballot, if that passes, that'll no longer happen. You will not be able to petition to get anything put on the ballot by the citizens. And if a simple majority wins anything in the state of Missouri, 51%, any ballot issue. But under this new Prop 4, all 8 congressional districts will have to vote 51%. If one doesn't, it gets killed. And that's the way it is. And like I say, we need to think a little more serious about things and look at how other things are done. Like, if Prop 4 passes and all 8 congressional districts have to be at 51%, guess what's coming next? Right to work. They tried to push right to work over on this state several times, once back in 76, 77, one just recently. There's only 51% union people in the state of Missouri. That passed by 76%. They killed it, no union, because every non-union worker knows that they get what the union worker gets, and just a little bit better. That's the way it is. So they're not gonna cut off their nose to spite their face. Same way down in St. Louis City with the city tax. The city taxes, if you live there or work there, you pay 1% of your paycheck every day, every week. And that goes to support city functions. There's a lot of people that don't live in the city. They just work there. Why would they care about what functions are served? But yet and still, they voted yes to keep that tax because they got common sense. And that's what we have to look at. We have to have common sense when we look at these issues because, like I say, if we vote on these issues, yes on these issues, there's going to be a lot of people suffering. The money's got to come from somewhere, and usually it don't come from the top 1 or 2%. It comes from us down here, the working people. So I just like everybody to pay real close attention to those two issues, if you could. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Is there anybody else from the audience who would like to speak under citizens' comments?
May I read a apology statement?
Do you want to do that now, or I have one more?
Oh,
citizen,
sorry.
so-
I didn't
yes.
see. I'm sorry.
And, yes.
My name is Jessica Platt. I live at 512 Fox Trail. I hope you don't mind. My handwriting's gotten worse as I keep coming up here. I'm going to piggyback off what he said. I think it really is important that everyone pay attention to what they're voting for. Vote for what you want with what you believe, but make sure you're voting for the correct way, because the way the laws are written, or the voting things are written, they're confusing. Get a site or do your research and make sure you understand what you're voting for. Because like he said, a lot of these issues that are gonna be on the ballot are very deceptive. You know, they're like, cool, I won't have to pay taxes, but then if you don't think, they're gonna have to get that money from somewhere else. So I'm just gonna piggyback off him. Make sure you know what you're voting for on this election.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else under citizens' comments? Hearing none, I believe you wanted something pertaining to the citizens' comments. Go ahead.
It's more of an apology. Okay. This is for the mayor and my fellow council members, Ms. Lowry, city staff, and the residents. I would like to apologize for my part in how the discussion unfolded during the July 1st City Council meeting regarding the city clerk's job description. After reflecting on that meeting, I believe both our city clerk and the residents of Hazelwood deserve better from their city council. What should have been a thoughtful discussion about the responsibilities of an important public office became focused on the individual currently serving in that position. Regardless of anyone's intentions, I believe the discussion became too personal and created the appearance that an individual employee, not the position, had become the subject of debate. As elected officials, we have a responsibility to hold meaningful discussions while also treating every employee with dignity, professionalism, and respect. Accountability and respect are not competing values. They are both essential to good government. Going forward, I am committed to ensuring that discussions about city employees remain focused on the responsibilities of the position, the needs of our organization, and sound public policy, not on publicly scrutinizing an individual employee. To the residents of Hazelwood, I apologize for not demonstrating the level of professionalism you expect and deserve from your elected officials. And to Ms. Lowry, I offer my sincere apology. I am truly sorry for any part I played in contributing to a discussion that may have caused you embarrassment or made you feel disrespected. Thank you for your continued service and for your dedication to the city of Hazelwood. It is my hope that we learn from this experience and move forward toward with a renewed commitment to respectful leadership, professional conduct, and treating one another with the dignity every person deserves. Thank you.
believe that concludes citizens' comments on the agenda, and we can move on down. I believe we have unfinished business. Is there anything under unfinished business? Unfinished business? Hearing none, mayor and council reports, the September 9th work session agenda. Hearing no discussion, we've got board and commission appointments. I've got about 4 of them here. Marge Caulfield with the Green Committee, Tom Oswald with Board of Adjustments, Mary Opfer, Marty Opfer, Civil Service Board, and Jonathan Kalinge, Neighborhood Watch Committee. Is there any other appointments from the City Council? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve as read?
Motion.
To approve as read.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we have 11C, consideration of purchase of yard signs.
I move to purchase 100 yard signs to promote the city council meetings.
Second.
And a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Go ahead.
Can I ask for clarification from the memo and the costs that I provided? Some direction on where to purchase those from?
I had already checked out some places, and it was a little less than the $13.40 per sign.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe somewhere between $5 and $10 that you could get these signs made. They're very simple.
Do you have the information? So I
can give you the company.
It's official, and make the motion, and we'll go ahead and through with it. You were saying, I think the question was this could have been done without a vote of the council, but we're at that point, so we'll just continue the discussion.
Oh, I'm good. I like that they brought it before us, and yeah, I like this.
And honestly, I'm not sure if we need 100 signs. When I approached you about this, I was thinking 10 for Ward 6 would be sufficient. I don't know about the other wards.
Getting close to 100 if you want to do 10 per ward. If everybody wants to sort of be the same, then we're sort of getting close to the 100. So if you can get them under.
Well, that would
what some
equate
of
to
this-
about a little over $500 if you could get them.
I'm in agreement with you because when I searched for yard signs, there was a lot of price difference and a lot of price swing on who you could use. So I agree with what you got going on. We can find somebody.
Julie, I can get with you the name that we could go through. So it wouldn't cost $1,340.
Was there any further discussion on this matter?
Need a second?
That's in the form of a motion. In normal situation like this, the city manager has the authorization to purchase it. I believe we already approved the signs a long time ago.
No, we did
Well, we said it was okay, and I thought every council member was in agreement to go ahead and do it.
I sort of knew nothing about it until tonight.
Oh, you voted.
Well, I remember, we talked about getting yard signs, correct. There's more investigation and a price and stuff, so.
But normally that once it's discussed and no council member has any objections, the city clerk could have ordered them and approved by the city manager at cost. So,
Thank you, Lisa, for doing that.
thanks for the discussion, and hopefully this is a plus at getting everybody to our meetings. Thanks for the input.
At least they'll be aware they can watch it online as well.
Yes, thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
If there's no further discussion under mayor and council reports,
Excuse me.
huh?
Did you
Because
just wash
it's
it?
fine, it can be purchased. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute, where are we?
Is there anything else under mayor and council reports?
Well, the only thing I want to say was, thanks to Firehouse, they did a great job on their open house last week. Also, I've been to 2 food truck nights that have been amazing. I can't guarantee the weather will be great for the next 2, but the first 2 have been awesome. And also, the fireworks were fabulous. They were postponed, but they were fabulous. So, and the weather cooperated. So I just want to say hats off and thanks so much for everything.
Thank
It
you.
was great.
Was there anything else under mayor and council reports? Hearing none, city managers report, consideration amendment to the pay plan.
Mayor and council, as part of the city's current organizational structure, staff identified several updates that should be made to the adopted pay plan to ensure it accurately reflects the positions currently utilized by the city. The attached pay plan also incorporates the 3% cost of living adjustment approved by the city council with the adoption of the fiscal year 2026-2027 budget. During our review, it was discovered that several position changes made over the past few years were never formally brought before the city council to amend the adopted pay plan. As a result, the current pay plan no longer accurately reflects the city's organizational structure. Some positions were created but never added to the pay plan, while others were eliminated or renamed but remained listed. The proposed amendments are primarily housekeeping in nature and intended to bring the pay plan up to date. The revisions add positions that are currently in use, remove obsolete or discontinued classifications, and include 1 pay grade adjustment identified during the review. The proposed changes are summarized below. Public Works Coordinator to grade 15. These are the additions. Public Works Coordinator 15, Paramedic to 11, Evidence Custodian to 10, Building Inspector to 9, Plan Reviewer to grade 9, Building Inspector 1 to grade 8, and Grant Specialist to grade 7. We eliminated positions. The eliminated positions are Director of Economic Development at grade 19, Community Development Coordinator, grade 15, a firefighter EMT at grade 11, an administrative supervisor at grade 10, a crew leader at grade 9, a police audio video technician at 9, a domestic violence crime victims coordinator at 8, a receptionist at 3, and part-time receptionist at 2. Again, these are just a housekeeping measure. There was no people in these positions for the budget, and the approval of these amendments, I'm sorry, one final one, Assistant Director of Finance, we lowered it from grade 16 to grade 15. Approval of these amendments will ensure the city's adopted pay plan accurately reflects the city's current organizational structure, incorporates the council's approved COLA. Staff respectfully request the city council's approval to place the attached bill amending the city's pay plan on the agenda for the first reading, and I'm happy to answer any questions if anybody's got any.
I don't know if this has anything to do with this, but how do you determine if, well, first of all, any of these positions, if someone is promoted, say do they automatically go to step 1? Or how do you determine which?
There is, so you mean like if you were building 1 and you go building 2?
Well, say, for example, you're the communications coordinator, grade 10, or you want that position. How do you determine whether you're step 1, step 2, so
Based
on
on,
and so?
by our personnel handbook rules of 3-4% increase. So if you take the promotion, you'll get a 4% increase for the new position and responsibilities, and then you'll be plugged into steps.
How do you determine which step they go to? So
So if
say
you
for
so if your salary is 50, right, and you an increase, I guess that gets you to 50, 52 and some change. Position is at 54, you can't land between 2 positions, you can't go back, so you're automatically moved up to the next, to the next step.
See,
Does that make
okay, yes. So it's
And
based on the
conversely, if you're
money and
demoted
not
and they take the money away,
qualifications?
you go down. What?
It's based on money and not,
No, you get the promotion based on the qualifications.
okay,
You take the additional responsibilities, where you get the salary
And that
plugged into the
determines your
steps of the
steps.
salary range.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
okay, thank you.
Sure.
Was there any other questions for Jim for the city manager and the payroll plan? Any others? Hearing none, this would just be a motion to adopt and put on for first reading.
Make a motion to adopt for first
Second.
reading.
There's been a motion to adopt. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Anything else under city manager's report?
No, Mr. Mayor, I have nothing more tonight.
Thank you. City attorney's report?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
City clerk's report?
No report.
New business for council? Is there anything under new business? 18A, under second reading of bills.
We have first reading.
Or, we do have a first reading that we just put on there, so I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and do first reading of bills. I don't know.
Bill number 5237, first reading, an ordinance amending ordinance 5052-25 and adopting a new pay plan for the 2026-2027 fiscal year for employees of the city of Hazelwood, Missouri. That concludes first reading of bills, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. We'll move to 18A. Bill number 5230.
Bill number 5230, second reading and consideration for adoption, an ordinance authorizing and granting a permanent special land use permit to Shri Gatemon LLC doing business as Wing Snob for a restaurant at 6050 Howdershell Road, Unit A, and providing the conditions of such usage.
Thank you. Is there any discussion? Hearing no further discussion, is there a motion to adopt?
To adopt.
Second.
A motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, this will be a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5230 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5110-26.
Next, we have bill number 5231.
Bill number 5231, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance authorizing and granting a permanent special land use permit to 6050 Mira LLC, doing business as Taco Spot, for a restaurant at 6050 Howdershell Road, Unit C, and providing the conditions of such usage.
Make a motion to adopt.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Any further discussion? Hearing none, there's been a motion and second to adopt. This will be a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock? Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5231 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5111-26.
Thank you. Next, we have 18C, bill number 5232.
Bill number 5232, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance authorizing and granting a permanent special land use permit to Sun Restaurant LLC, doing business as Sun Chinese Restaurant, for a restaurant at 7218 North Hanley Road, and providing the conditions of such usage.
Further discussion? Hearing none, is there a motion to adopt?
Move to adopt.
Second.
A motion and a second to adopt. With no further discussion, this will be a roll call vote.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5232 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5112-26.
Thank you. 18D, we have bill number 5233.
Bill number 5233, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance authorizing and granting a permanent special land use permit to V3 Mo Vending 2 LLC, doing business as Terabis, for a marijuana dispensary facility with a drive-through window at 700 James S. McDonald Boulevard, and providing the conditions of such usage.
Adopt.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Any further discussion from council members? Hearing none, this will be a roll call vote.
Mr. Smith? Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5233 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5113-26.
Next, we have 18E, bill number 5234.
Bill number 5234, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance approving the subdivision of 6221, 6221A North Lindbergh Boulevard and 6235 North Lindbergh Boulevard from 3 lots into 1 lot.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? If no further discussion, this is a roll call vote. This, please.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5234 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5114-26.
And next we have 18F. We have bill number 5235.
Bill number 5235, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance amending Chapter 405 zoning regulations of the Municipal Code of the City of Hazelwood, Missouri by rezoning 6221, 6221A, and 6235 North Lindbergh Boulevard from C2 General Commercial District to I1 Light Industrial District.
Move to adopt.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second to adopt bill number 5235. Any further discussion?
I have a comment to make about this, and it's, the only question I have is the requirement for vehicle storage to be light industrial. How does that compare to other municipalities? If I can get that from the city manager in the future, I would appreciate it.
Does that conclude the discussion?
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Any further discussion? We had a motion and a second, correct? If there's no further discussion, this will be a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5235 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5115-26.
Thank you. 18G, bill number 5236.
Bill number 5236, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance authorizing and granting a permanent special land use permit to Lindbergh Property Holdings LLC for vehicle storage at 6221, 6221A, and 6235 North Lindbergh Boulevard, and providing the conditions of such usage.
Any discussion?
Adopt.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt. If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Mr. Foley?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlack?
Yes.
Mrs. Simpson?
Yes.
Bill number 5236 is unanimously adopted as ordinance number 5116-26.
Next, under business, miscellaneous business and announcements. We have a regular city council meeting on August 5th. Please remember the election on August 4th, and everybody, please stay cool out there.
Stay warm.
Stay cool,
Oops.
baby.
Oops.
No, I've been working out there every day, so stay cool.
I hear oops or.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
I thought you were calling.